And the intro. All right. Still gonna send it.
I like it. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NFT Crypto Crew. It's your boy Gig. I'm in studio with Bri.
What up?
With Ty.
That's right.
You guys know what it is. Were any of you at NFT NYC? Because I was, guys, and it was pretty litty.
We got to see a recap of this because I did not see any of these pictures. Well, I've seen half of them.
You want to see the gig recap? Yeah. NFT NYC was last month from June 20th to 23rd. Nice big event they had in Manhattan. I got to go for pretty much the whole week, so it was a great time.
Dang, a 4-day weekend of NFTs.
Yeah, it was just nonstop NFTs and degeneracy.
Like the metaverse.
Yeah, it was. I met a lot of cool people. Met a lot of people from projects that I'm in, and it was really a good time. We got there on Monday night. We pretty much drove in, and before we even dropped our stuff off, we just parked the car and hopped out.
In New York or Jersey?
Yeah, we drove straight into New York, straight into Manhattan.
You parked in Manhattan?
Yeah, we parked in like a parking garage.
Wow.
And then dropped our stuff off.
That's an expensive park. That's like $60 back before inflation. That was like $60.
It was like, well, we put like 4 of us in a car.
Yeah.
And then we drove in, and then we hopped in this. I got some buddies from Collabs that had a few connects. They got us into a doodles party at this place called the Palace. That was cool. Partied there all night, crashed, and then woke up morning. Went to the event. So
okay.
Let's see. Are these the photos from the event?
Yeah, these are some photos like from the, like this is just one of the rooms. A lot of projects with their stuff set up.
Was it like a few floors or how was it?
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 floors.
Wow.
They had like an intro room on the bottom, and then they had like a bunch of different floors with different stuff.
Where
was this, Pokemon Tower?
Yeah.
What is this? Silco?
Yeah. This was at Radio City Music Hall.
Where the draft used to be.
It was, yeah.
Dang.
He ain't new to this. Yeah, it was a big, I may have been in there but I can't remember ever being in there like anytime recently. And going back in, it was like, this place is massive. And you could just spend hours there walking around, connecting with people, finding new NFT projects. There was like some criticism, about the speakers they chose and the organization. There was a lot of the people, the tickets were kind of expensive. I think the tickets were like $800 to $1,000.
Oh, dang.
And a lot of the people that went said that, the speakers that they listened to some speakers, but they weren't really getting not a lot of knowledge from listening to someone, talk about stuff. So I guess it really depends. I didn't even have a ticket, and I was able to make a lot of connections.
So any person could have gone into the place. They just can't go into the speaking events. You
would have needed like a ticket to get into a majority of the stuff inside Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
But there was so much going on outside of it as well,
Nice.
throughout the city.
Okay.
So
what was the project, I guess, from there that it's not surprised you the most, but made a bigger impact on you than you thought?
What made a impact on me was like the amount of people that are just like on their own and like working out of Web3, like doing like freelance, doing like a lot of people were handing me cards like, hey, here's my name. I do website design or something, or hey, if you need a good website to like launch a mint out of, we do that stuff, or
dang,
that's cool.
Yeah,
just a lot of, or hey, I'm an artist, if you need art for a project, like a lot of like people just trying to make connections and make their way through the Web3. Yeah. That's what I saw a lot of. Because I was more like out and about meeting people versus like the more formal setting. I was doing more DGen
we're more
stuff.
on the DGen side than on
stuff.
the
Yeah,
other side.
but it was good. We only had 2 tickets. Me and my buddies from collabs. Here's one of them. My buddy Tomas putting the work in here.
Tomas.
Yeah,
Nice.
They only had 2 that the organization had a little criticism too because we only had 2 tickets. We were able to get like 6 or 7 people in just by piggybacking.
Oh wow! So some people who paid a lot must have been.
Hopefully none of the organizers are watching this. But yeah, so maybe it'll be tougher next year to finagle our way in, but it wasn't too difficult. So we spent some time networking. I was helping out, collabs a little bit.
Do they charge you for the beer too, or?
No, that was one of the perks was it was like open bar. You got lunch, you got all that
goodness.
stuff. So
that's good for the DGens they're trying to attract.
Yeah. So like I kind of just slithered in and had open bar.
Yeah.
So
we know how that goes.
$800 is out of my listen. Yeah. But if you give me an open bar, I can
earn that back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could drink $800 worth.
You could earn it back for sure. It was cool. Coinbase Theater, they had some speakers.
Oh
wow.
So it was kind of empty when I was there. They only really packed it in with bigger speakers,
right?
So a lot of people were like, "Hey, I spent $1,000 on the ticket. I only got to see like 2 or 3 speakers I really wanted to see." But
why is that? Because they're speakers speaking at the same time as other ones.
Yeah, I mean there was just like a lot that maybe they wanted to like. Watch a speaker, but at the same time they had to be at their table and, network and promote their project. So there was just a lot going on. Like I'm sure most people got a lot out of it. But for me personally this year, I was much better off without buying a ticket. Obviously. This was pretty cool. This guy does like 3D renders of NFTs. So this is a Bored Ape.
Yeah.
So he had a couple of them set up. Like if you pay him, they're pretty pricey, but like if you pay the guy, he'll like get you like a 3D model of your NFT.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So
I should start 3D printing that stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
You got Brian's got the printer. He could probably get some of this going. Yeah. Yeah. These were really cool, and he had some really cool ones set up.
That's
there.
really so. It wasn't just people launching projects. People like this. You're saying a lot of freelance folks. So it seems like the community around Web3 and everything else is really growing in terms of the amount of users and developers and artists. Like I bet you, to your point, I wonder how many projects are going to come out of this weekend. They're like, oh, I met this person at DGen Yacht Party, and like that's where I met them, and we have a project now, and in 8 months we're all going to mint from something that started here.
That's a good point too, because I met a ton of people, and a lot of them were from the parties. Like the network. I was networking at the parties just as much as I was at the actual event. So
yeah.
Anywhere you went, if you were optimistic, you could definitely find people.
Oh wow, where's this?
This was the Galactic Gecko and Famous Fox dinner.
Our people.
This was at Bond 45. In downtown Manhattan. Really cool. They rented us out our own room, open bar again, like lots of food. That's where I got some merch.
Oh yeah, what you got in that bag?
That's what I got.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see what I got here. I got little.
Oh wow!
Little Galactic Gecko shirt.
Look at that.
Oh, I like that front too. Just
the gack. And then I got a couple GEC stickers.
Little stickers,
Nice.
Yeah, a couple cool GEC stickers. So they hooked us up there with that. The Foxes gave us the nice little koozies.
Oh yeah,
that's clutch.
And this is like my favorite bag now.
Is it the Fox bag?
The famous Fox bag.
Wow,
that's fire. And if you guys can't see, I mean, that string is real. That's not that thin stuff that you usually see.
They're nice bags.
That's a nice bag.
And you could I could have taken like 10 of these if I wanted. But
man,
he had so many. He said he was gonna send the rest out to holders that weren't able to make it to the event. So that was really fun. Met a lot of the GECs.
Okay.
How was that? How was the GEC vibe?
The Gek vibe was chill. Like, I didn't really know what a lot of people looked like.
Yeah.
I knew, like, what a few people looked like, but, like, I didn't know. So, like, a lot of people know what I look like because of, like, YouTube.
Yeah, and doing, like, obviously you do spaces a lot.
I do spaces, yeah. So, like, people can get a feel for, like, they see me, they're kind of like, oh, that's Gig. Like,
or at least hear your voice, right?
Yeah. But, like, I don't really know what they look like. So they're coming up to me, they're like, oh, hey, I'm only Fuds. Or like, oh, you got the neon, right? I'm like, it's Antsy. This is Antsy. Oh, girl. Oh, this is Derm. Like,
hey, I'm Amethyst.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, so it's like, it's a weird moment when you go from the Discord, the Gecko PFP, to seeing them in person, like putting a face on them. But like, vibes were great. Only Fuds was cool. Spaceman was really cool. Crypto Snatcher, Jelly Beans, Courtney was there, vibing. Antsy was there.
That's awesome.
Jesse was like a really good group of people. We all got
sick.
along. This is me and Antsy. We chilled at like
nice.
We chilled with a group at Central Park.
Oh,
we
wow.
like grabbed like a case of beers, posted up at Central Park, and just chilled. That was really fun.
Were a lot of these people from this area originally? Or did anyone fly in for this?
I met the first gecko I met was Jelly Beans, this girl, really cool, and she flew in from Australia.
Wow.
And
wow, talk about a flight. That's like literally halfway around the world.
Yeah, she's like, I was like waiting in line and she's like, hey, are you here for the gecko event? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, I'm Jelly Beans, I'm from Australia. I'm like, oh, snap. Like,
Jelly Beans.
I'm like, that's dope, because she's in the Neon Citadel. Really cool girl. And like we go down, and then she's saying, she's like, because she's in Manhattan and she just sees people like jaywalking like crazy.
Yeah.
And she's like, we don't do that in Australia. Like, my friend was like dragging me across the street trying to get me to jaywalk, and she's like, I fear for you Americans, because like, I've seen like 4 people almost get hit by a car today, like just walking around. So it was cool to like see the different vibes. But there was actually a lot of people from like North Jersey, New York, a couple guys from Jersey City, couple guys from Manhattan.
Yeah.
So a lot of people from that area, a couple Pennsylvania people.
And how were so that dinner was foxes and geckos? Were there a lot of people that were dual holders, or were like, did you have to be a dual holder to go, or did you just have to hold one?
No, you just had to like get a ticket.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I guess you could have just, if you knew about it, you could have probably just rolled up and went in. Because I just went to the front. I was like, hey, I'm here for the NFT event. And then they're like, oh, it's down that way. Yeah. But it was geckos, foxes, and Matrika. Matrika is like a project that, not really a project. They're like a service that links your wallet to Discord, basically. It basically like confirms that you have a certain NFT in your wallet.
So that
you get like a role. You'll get a role in Discord.
Basically, they don't have a community. They just kind of said, we want to tag along a little bit.
Yeah, they have like a much smaller community. Yeah, because it's like a group of like 10 or 15 dudes. But they're doing great stuff. And Matrika was really, really chill. My boy Cliff, we were running around on the DJ Yacht Party, just going crazy. Like, it was so lit. I'll get into that in a minute. Cooltopia, the cool cats.
The cool cats.
I don't have a cool cat, but Cooltopia was really sick. They had like a little bus out front, and then they had like a little Cooltopia thing.
Oh my gosh.
So they had like a whole little like warehouse rented out, and you ran around. This was really cool. You got a wristband, and you ran around and like you searched for loot boxes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
and then
my god.
And then you scanned your wristband on it, and it would like give you like loot, like money.
Dude.
And then you could exchange that money in for like little like prizes or like food, like snacks, drinks, like stuff like that. So
That's
Cool Cats did
sick.
it. Cool Cats did it pretty big.
That's a really good setup.
Yeah, that one was really sick. That was one of my favorite ones, was the Cool Cat setup. But my personal favorite,
the DJ. Of course.
Oh man.
The DJ and Yacht Party, guys. This was sick. Thanks to Magic Eden and Phantom. I actually got my shirt here.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
DJ and Yacht Party shirt. They were handing these out.
Wow.
To everyone. They took care of us.
Legendary.
D Gods.
How do you finagle your way onto that thing?
So it was presented by Magic Eden and Phantom, and you basically had to. They had like partnered projects. D Gods, Foxes, Trippy Apes, Gecko's got a few. You basically had to like, sign up through your project. So I was able to get one through the Foxes.
Oh, nice.
And it was pretty dope. Like it was this was the inside. This is like the dance floor down here.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like 3 stories.
Wow.
And then like a rooftop. So like I guess 4 stories. They had like a DJ on the first story in the bottom, and then they had a DJ on the roof with like you could overlook the Hudson.
Oh my God, it's like a cruise ship.
Yeah. It was like a mini cruise ship. Yeah.
What? Just for a party.
How do you rent that out? How much does that cost?
I mean, Magic Eden must have spent some money on this.
Jeez.
Yeah, there was a good amount of people. There was like maybe a few thousand people on it for the first half, and then when they set sail, some people had to get off because there's like a capacity when they set sail. So like some people got off halfway through, and then it was really cool though. It was really
so it actually moved around like
it was like not it was like like 9 to like 11ish. It was just posted up, and then some people hopped off, and from like 11 to like 1ish, it sailed like up and down the Hudson.
Oh my God,
it's so sick.
Yeah,
were you on that thing?
Yeah, I was on there with I got my
of course.
My D-Gen 8 beer. My D-Gen 8 blonde. I still got the can.
Let's go.
I had a few of the D-Gen 8 beers. I was on there.
Wow.
And I was this is the co-founder of the famous Foxes.
Oh, the Foxes.
Yeah, I didn't dox them yet. But Foxy General. Really really cool dude. It was degenerate.
It was a degenerate.
It was degenerate. Here's me with the D Gods, drinking, doing a shoey.
A shoey, of course.
Drinking out of our shoes.
Classic.
Yeah. Classic Wednesday night for me.
I think Spaceman was there. Brock, this dude right next to me was really chill. This dude Brock at the Gecko dinner, they were about to like close out. They're like last call. Literally like 15 minutes later, Brock goes up to the guy. He goes, "Look, man, I need 7 shots of tequila right now."
That's our guy.
The guy goes, "I'm sorry, man. I said last call." He pulls out a bunch of money. He goes, "Look, man, I need the tequila, okay?" He goes, "All right, I'll give you tequila on ice," and then I'm done. He pours the tequila. We rip it. We get hammered.
Let's
it was
go.
great.
Yeah.
It was great. Loved it. Great time.
That's always good to hear.
Degeneracy. Great networking event. I'll definitely be there next year. If you see me in real life, I'll give you a Foxy koozie. Check me out on Twitter, Geck with Gig.
Bullish.
NFT Crypto Crew.
Bullish. I get the purple with the spark.
Bullish.